who will facilitate this showcase is a passionate Toastmaster. From the day he joined the organization in 2004, and became District 79 Director in 2015 and 16. He's a co-founder of and CEO of Upskills Company for Training and Consultancy, former executive leader in many organizations, certified trainer in management and leadership, professional coach. Now let me speak in Arabic. أعزائي أعضاء وقادة مجلس قطاع 79. أهلا وسهلا بكم في هذا الحدث الذي يجرى لأول مرة كعرض افتراضي للمرشحين، حيث سنتعرف على المرشحين الذين سيتنافسون على قيادة قطاع 79 من العام المقبل 2020-2021. خلال هذا العرض ستتاح لك فرصة للتعرف أكثر على كل مرشح. استمع إلى المرشحين يجاوبون على الأسئلة ويشرحون رؤيتهم لقيادة القطاع ومواقفهم ووجهات نظرهم وأفكارهم للمساعدة في تحسين وتطوير القطاع. قبل الاجتماع وانتخابات القطاع يوم السبت القادم، جميع الرؤساء للأندية ونواب الرؤساء للتعليم صوتك سيحدد مستقبل القطاع وسيحدد من هم الذين سيقودون القطاع. في هذه الفعالية سنقوم بترجمتها للعربية من خلال التوستماستر سالم حكيم عبر القناة السمعية. إذا أردتم الاستماع إلى هذه الفعالية باللغة العربية فعليكم بالضغط على أيقونة الكرة الأرضية في أسفل الشاشة ثم اختيار اللغة الإنجليزية. من سيقود العرض اليوم هو توستماستر متحمس منذ اليوم الذي انضم فيه إلى التوستماسترز عام 2004 وأصبح مديراً للقطاع في 2015-2016. هو المؤسس والمشارك والرئيس التنفيذي لشركة أبسكيلز للتدريب والاستشارات. هو القائد التنفيذي السابق لعدة منظمات ومدرب معتمد في الإدارة والقيادة، مدرب محترف. رحبوا معي بالعريف المميز أو التوستماستر المميز رئيس القطاع السابق عبد الله الشريف. Please join me welcoming past district governor, past district director, distinguished Toastmaster Abdullah Sharif.
شكرا سيدي سامر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. District 79 Director DTM Samir Kamal, Program Quality Director DTM Madosha, Club Growth Director DTM Rami Jawad, District 79 leaders and members. Assalamu alaikum and good evening to everyone. I'm very delighted tonight to be with you, leaders and members, in this first ever virtual annual conference. And I believe you will agree with me if we discussed this matter to conduct District 79 annual conference last December or January to be virtual conference, nobody will agree. And somebody will say, you are crazy to discuss something like this, to have conference to be conducted virtually. And today, we live this experience. And everybody around the world conduct their conferences now virtually. And we see very successful conferences through technology. You are aware that we are now in the fourth industrial revolution era, with its all tools and enablers like the artificial intelligence, robotics, Internet of Things, the 3D printing, nanotechnology, biotechnology, energy storage, and many, many things in this fourth industrial revolution. And this COVID-19 pandemic, it broke the precedented beliefs that we had before. So many things we believe we will not be able to do. And today, we do all of those things. Few countries enter the future, and the future for us is there present right now. And many countries are still living in the present, our present, which is the past for those few countries. But with this COVID-19, it forced everyone, all countries around the world, to enter the new era of the fourth industrial revolution. And I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this change, that everybody now is changing and adapt to the change. Beginning of March 2020, I was presenting a paper in one of the conferences here in Saudi Arabia, and it was about the fourth industrial revolution, and my paper was about the same subject. And I have been questioned by many attendees. You are talking about something that will not be in 2020. It could be available in 2030, or might be in 2040, or could be in 2050. When you talk about the artificial intelligence, the drones, aircraft, the 3D printing, all of those stuff. And today we see all countries around the world implement either all of those enablers or many of them. So our new norm today is unlike our past norm. And we need to be ready for the new norm with all its changes and developments that will change everybody's life. Dear fellow leaders, again, I am sure this virtual conference will be a successful conference under the leadership of District 79, DTM Samir Kamal and his team, with the support of all leaders and members of District 79. And to start tonight's event, which is the showcase, I would like to highlight some important points for the audience as well as for the candidate. And I am sure that you are aware, the purpose of the candidate showcase is to allow the voting delegates the opportunity to hear from and learn about each district candidate. Candidates will respond to questions and explain their visions for the district, their positions, views, ideas to help improve the district. And I'm sure that all PB educations, all presidents, and district executive committee are encouraged to attend to vote, as your vote will determine the 2021 district leadership team. So how will we conduct this showcase? For the attendees, we will start with the attendees. All attendees should be respectful of others and join the meeting without any disruptions. All attendees will be automatically muted during the showcase. Attendees shall not send any type of communication, neither messages, nor signals, nor any message to the candidates through any type of devices. So all attendees are prohibited to send any signal or messages to candidates. For our candidates, all candidates will be held in a breakout room until they are invited to join the main session room. And I believe with this way, this will help not to have an unfair advantage of knowing the questions which will be asked to the candidates. A district representative will be in the breakout room with the candidate, and candidates must keep their webcam on all the time, so they can be supervised. Candidates will be asked to respond to different questions to pertain to the office they are seeking for. Each candidate will be given 6 minutes to respond to the questions, and the candidate will be asked in the beginning of his period if he would like to make an opening statement or he would like to delay it to the end of his time. So again, the time for each candidate will be only 6 minutes. I will indicate that the ending of the 6 minutes to the candidate by saying time's up. So this is very important for the candidates to be considered. This is what we have as ground rules for the candidates as well as the attendees. And go back again to the district director or to the master of ceremony to help us to start the showcase.
Thank you, DTM Abdullah Sharif. And now let's start. We'll start with the district directors candidates. But please, before that, I'm asking our technical team and the search arms to escort all candidates, not only district directors, but all candidates to the breakout room. Please confirm when you do so. Dear candidates, you may receive a request to move to the breakout room. Please accept. Sergeant Arms, are all the candidates being escorted to the breakout room? Let's escort all of them except the first district director candidate based on the alphabetical order. Okay, so is Toastmaster Turki Al-Harith is with us? Okay, may we call Toastmaster Turki Al-Harith to come back, please? I may request all of you, please, who are participants or attendants, to turn off your videos, so it will be easy for us to identify the candidate when he joins us. Turn off the videos, please. So our first candidate is ready, and now we go back to our facilitator. Distinguished
TM Samer, can I see his camera? Where is he? Because I see 22 pages, 23 pages.
I request all the participants, that's why I'm asking all the participants to turn off the video. Turn off the video. Turn off the video, please.
Is there any way, the TM Samer, to put him in the first page?
Yeah, it's here now.
Yeah.
I may request all the attendants to turn off the video. You can go to the screen, lower part, stop video. Click stop video. Dear participants, thank you a lot for understanding. Now back to you, Toastmaster Abdullah Sharif.
Thank you, DD Samer. Welcome, Toastmaster Turki Al-Harith. And as we said to all of you, you have 6 minutes, your time. Would you like to make your opening statement? Would you like to start with opening statement or questions?
Let's go with questions, please.
Your time will start now. I will say the question. We'll repeat the question for you. Then after the second time, you can start answering the question. Okay, The first question, the district director shall report to and take directions from the district council in matters pertaining to district organizations, programs, and procedures. Why do you think it is important to report to and take directions from the district council, and how will you make this effective? Again, the district director shall report to and take directions from the district director council and matters pertaining to district organizations, programs, and procedures. Why do you think it is important to report to district council, and how will you make it effective?
Shall I start?
Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Really, it's a great question because it has a simple answer but a difficult execution. What does that mean? All of us will say, because we are working as a team, we are volunteer, we have to work with anyone who wants to be a great leader. He has to establish a great team. This team he can establish by himself, or it's come from others. People nominate or people voting for the district council so they can support the district director. No one can work alone without the team. So people vote for them and I have to work with them. How can I make it very effective? It's easy. Just give them the respect. Just serve them. Just feel them. As a leader, I learn in Toastmaster and all my experience is about working with the effective team, positive team, who will share the same vision. And in Toastmaster, we have the same vision that we have to help and serve our members. I have to work together to the district council in the way that they are like. Talk with them every time, understand their concern, and report to them what is the real situation. So we can find solution together, because it's not only one mind, but more than 100 minds. We can find solution for anything. Back to you.
Okay, question number 2. The district director shall uphold and promote the purposes of Toastmasters International in the district. What does this mean for you, and how will you implement it? Question again. The district director shall uphold and promote the purposes of Toastmasters International in the district. What does this mean for you, and how will you implement it?
Uphold for what?
Uphold and promote the purposes of Toastmasters International.
What does that mean for me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It means that the whole experiences that through 96 years means that this is the real way, the perfect way to help people. As we said always, our vision is to help them to improve themselves, to improve them in communication and leadership. So through 95 years, we have this values, we have this structure, because the people experience give them this lessons. So I have to be a role model for all Toastmasters as a leader, as a member in Toastmaster, and uphold this perception and help them to do it as they mentioned in the website. So the timer is here or what?
Yes, I'm with you.
My fault? How to do that? I believe that being role models will help to maintain our values, maintain everything in the right way, and feeling others or our members in the right way, which will help them to success. Back to you.
Good. Would you like to have another question or go to your statement?
How many minutes do I have now?
It is now 5 minutes.
Yeah, I will go to the last statement, please.
Okay.
As you know, because I think our district deserve more, better and more beautiful. And because I'm a member like you, I move between clubs and hear many concerns, worries from them. I understand how you feel, especially during this pandemic. I understand that you are looking for the best future for our districts. There are many leaders who feel the way you feel. Therefore, they found it appropriate to nominate myself and take this step to help our district. Why? Because we feel you and we care about you, and we will serve you in the ways that satisfies you and help our members to have best experiences through their learning journey. I believe that, and we will do it together because we care about you and we will serve you. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Turki. It is on time. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Turki.
Yes, may I call Toastmaster Abdul Ghafoor, distinguished Toastmaster Abdul Ghafoor, District Director candidate. Okay, so now DTM Abdul Ghafoor is with us. Back to you, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Abdul Ghafoor.
Welcome, Toastmaster Abdul Ghafoor. You will be having 6 minutes to answer the questions, and I will repeat the question twice for you to understand the question. And
am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Would you like to make an opening statement or start to my questions direct?
Direct to the question, sir.
Okay. Question number 1. The district director shall report to and take directions from the district council in matters pertaining to district organization, programs, and procedures. Why do you think it is important to report to and take directions from the district council, and how will you make it effective? Again, the district director shall report to and take directions from the district council in matters pertaining to district organizations, programs, and procedures. Why do you think it is important to report to and take directions of the district council, and how will you make it effective? To you.
Thank you, DTM Abdullah. As a district director, our main strength is the membership. So, to have a direct link from membership, the only platform is district council. So, as and when we get the correct feedback from district council, that is where we stand. That is the strength and weakness at that point of time. So it is very important to be attached with the district council to get their feedbacks. Thank you.
Okay. Question number 2. The district director shall uphold and promote the purposes of Toastmasters International in the district. What does this mean for you, and how will you implement it? Again, the district director shall uphold and promote the purposes of Toastmasters International in the district. What does this mean for you, and how will you implement it? To you.
As a district director, you are right, DTM Abdullah. The main responsibility is to uphold the all guidelines by Toastmasters International. Basically, to uphold the core values, which I believe is very much important as a servant leader. Whenever we take up the roles from club leadership until the district leadership, we need to have a clear vision on what we are doing, how we can ensure that our each and every member is having positive experience through the program. So this is the basic thing. I will ensure that our members are happy with the program. Thank you.
Thank you. Question number 3. Being distinguished district is an important important goal for all district leaders. However, in the home stretch, some leaders resort to unethical practices in order to achieve distinguished status. What should be done to prevent this from happening? How can this be monitored, and what should the consequences be for those who engage in this activity? I repeat, being distinguished district is an important goal for all district leaders. However, in the home stretch, some leaders resort to unethical practices in order to achieve distinguished status. What should be done to prevent this from happening? How can this be monitored? And what should the consequences be for those who engage in this activity? To you.
Thank you. Regarding the first question, what can be done to prevent unethical ways? Here, we need to focus on mentoring. Mentoring is not just to mentor the members about a couple of communication projects. Mentoring is an all-round effort. Basic mentoring should be on the core values. We should focus on the core values. Second one, how we can prevent, how to monitor. Here, there should be a multiple monitoring system on every aspect. For example, if we consider area directors visit, we need to get the feedback from club leaders also, whether the area director has really visited, and get the details from the club. Now, the third question, if proved these unethical means are being relied by certain leaders, we need to educate them once again, whoever is the leader. If he or she is not getting corrected, we have to remove him or her at least for the 6 months from the membership. This is my belief. Thank you.
Would you like to have your closing statement or another question?
One more question, sir.
Okay. Please explain your understanding of the fiduciary responsibility of a district leader and how your experience relates. Please explain your understanding of the fiduciary responsibility of a district leader and how your experience relates.
Didim Abdullah, fiduciary responsibility is a legal obligation between one party and the other party.
Okay, Toastmaster Abdul Ghafoor, your time's up. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abdullah. And now let's call the third candidate for the district director position, DTM Madusha, and he will have his translator. So technical team, please appoint Toastmaster Ali Suwai as his interpreter.
Okay, thank you, Didi Samir. Welcome, Toastmaster Madusha.
Thank you.
You have 6 minutes. You have 6 minutes, Toastmaster Madusha. I will repeat the question twice for you to be clear for you. And your time starts now. Would you like to make an opening statement or going to questions?
I'm going to make an opening statement, DTM Abdullah. We are changing the way we are doing Toastmasters. If you look at the streets outside, they've been empty for months. The world has changed. Do you expect that Toastmasters to be the same? Beyond this global, serious change, we have always been encountering issues, problems. You might be a new member wondering what's going to happen to your return of investment when it comes to your $45 payment. I've been there. You might be an area director, club president, division director who is under a lot of pressure because your members don't respond. Or maybe you're extremely successful. I've been there, so I understand. And that is why I say that we do have solutions, but what we need is an integrated solution, an integrated response. So allow me to be your voice. Allow me to lead this change with you. Dear DTM Abdullah Al Sharif, I may now take my questions.
Okay, question number 1. The district director shall report to and take directions from the district council in matters pertaining to district organization, programs, and procedures. Why do you think it is important to report to and take directions from the district council, and how will you make it effective? Again, the district director shall report to and take directions from the district council in matters pertaining to district organization, programs, and procedures. Why do you think it is important to report to district council, and how will you make it effective to you?
Thank you, Chair. My Toastmasters journey started 10 years ago, and I climbed up the ladder as a president, as an area director, as a division director, as the club growth director, and I'm currently serving as the program quality director. Decision making for me is a multi-layered application. By policy, the district director is allowed to make direct decisions without consulting the council. For instance, when the district director is appointing a committee chair, especially, let's just say the DLC chair, the council should not or will not have to be consulted. But there are certain decisions by policy allowing the district director to consult the council. And in that case, we'll have to consult the council. So decision making is a multi-layered process. And we have to clearly identify which decisions are made by the district director, which decisions are made by the office members, which decisions are made by the office or the district officers, or which decisions are taken up with the council. And the process is effective only when we have tools to make such decisions correctly, effectively, and faster. Second question, please, Chair.
Okay, question 2. The district director shall uphold and promote the purposes of Toastmasters International in the district. What does this mean for you, and how will you implement it? Again, the district director shall uphold and promote the purposes of Toastmasters International in the district. What does this mean for you, and how will you implement it?
Toastmasters International lays their foundation and the purpose through mission statements. Every district is given a district mission. We build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. We build new clubs, we don't create new clubs. When building new clubs, we have to make sure that we lay a sustainable foundation, that we promote the 4 core values of Toastmasters International across the board. You have seen me in action as the program quality director when I supported each and every single club in the district. You might have received an email from me, a communication from me, not because I was a candidate, because I sincerely cared, because my purpose was to serve every club to achieve excellence with the core values being upheld. So, dear Chair, I strongly believe that the Toastmasters International purpose is achieved when we uphold the 4 core values and strictly adhere to the district mission.
Okay, question 3. Being distinguished district is an important goal for all district leaders. However, in the home stretch, some leaders resort to unethical practices in order to achieve distinguished status. What should be done to prevent this from happening? How can this be monitored, and what should the consequences be for those who engage in this activity? Again, being distinguished district is an important goal for all district leaders. However, in the home stretch, some leaders resort to unethical practices in order to achieve distinguished status.
Thank
what
you,
should be
Chair.
done
I got
to
the
prevent
question.
this from happening? Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. Right. As the club growth director, I was challenged with that home run. I said, no, sustainability is important. We will not compromise our integrity, because integrity is the first core value and we must uphold that value no matter what. However, when I speak, I know that there are some issues in the district.
Time's up, Toastmaster Madusha. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abdullah. And by that, we conclude the district director's candidates showcase. And we move forward for the second part, which is the program quality candidates. And starting with, now for the interpreters, let's bring back Toastmaster Salim and remove Toastmaster Ali. For the first candidate of the program quality director role, distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Al-Ghamdi.
Dear Didi, this is to confirm that DTM Khalid is not in the attendees list.
Yes, distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Al-Ghamdi is not here, and we'll move to the second candidate, distinguished Toastmaster Rami Al-Jawad. Toastmaster, let's before that confirm if our interpreter is ready. Toastmaster Salim. Okay. Now back to you, Toastmaster Abdullah.
Okay, come Toastmaster Rami. As we said, Toastmaster Rami, you have 6 minutes. You will be asked a few questions, and I will repeat the question twice. And would you like to start making your opening statement or direct to the questions?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. I would like to go directly to the question, please.
Right. Okay, question number 1. The program quality director assists the education committees of the clubs, areas, and divisions of the district. How would you extend this assistance to them? I repeat, the program quality director assists the education committees of the club, areas, and divisions of the district. How would you extend this assistance to them? Rami?
Well, as an aspiration to be the next program quality director, I will be assessing the education needs for the club, committees, and area and division. To do this, I will be creating a great team of people with reach of experience that will help me to conduct grassroots training with focus on the quality. I will be reaching out to the area and to the division directors, area directors, to help me assess each situation of each club and area and division. I will consolidate all these input to come up with my plan or to add it to my current plan that I already have. So my style will be analysis situation for decision making, reaching out to the division director, area director, and the clubs to assess the needs and come up with a plan to see the objective of District 79.
Okay, question 2. We know the mentorship is important to help struggled clubs. Which strategies would you put to help them? Again, we know the mentorship is important to help struggled clubs. Which strategies would you put to help them?
There's many ways and many strategies. However, I will look at the strategy of conducting a webinar, training session, discussing with the leaders, and even having a panel discussion involving expertise and top of the leaders in District 79 to give us the best lessons and the practices to apply the membership at the division, area, and the club level.
Question 3. As program quality director, training is important and one of your duties. Which 2 training topics are important and why? As program quality director, training is important and one of your duties. Which 2 training topics are important and why?
All the training very important in all aspects of program quality. However, if I would like to prioritize two, I will start with the training of the district officer, the new set of the area division director and area directors. The second, it will be about the contest, conducting the contest, and I will be having a quality training on how do we conduct training, how do we conduct contests, and I will focus more on the judges and chief judges. However, as I mentioned to all, there will be a priority. These are the two top priority, but I will not forget also to focus on the training for the club officer, because they are the beating heart of the club.
Okay, question 4. Many new clubs fail in the first year. What is your plan to help and support them? Again, many new clubs fail in the first year. What is your plan to help and support them?
As current program quality, I have assessed the situation of club one by one to provide the training of all aspects of the quality at the grounds road. Successfully this year, we were able to appoint 92 club coaches to help challenge the club. We were able to train 26 mentors of 17 new club. And the key here is assessing the situation for each club and making sure that you are giving the best quality training on all aspects. And that will sustain the club to continue for more years, inshallah.
Okay, Mr. Master Rami, would you like to take another question or go to your closing statement?
I would like to go to the final statement.
Okay.
Leaders and my beloved members, I joined this organization for 6 years. I have served at every single role in the club office. I supported the area, division. I was the district administration manager when the district was KSA. I resolved more than 33,000 remedies with the Toastmaster International headquarters. I became the vice chairman of SATAC 2016. I led 7 committees of hundreds of people, and we conducted the best ever SATAC in the history when district was the KSA. I became the division director for Division M, which is the biggest division in the district. And we reached President Distinguished. I have been declared as the District Toastmaster of the Year, 2016. This year, I served as Program Quality Director. And as of now, we accomplished with the team of my CGD members, area director, division directors, and the club officers, we were able to reach 8,000 payments.
Time's up, Toastmaster Rami. Thank you very much.
Club and coaches more than 40 clubs by appointing 92.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rami. Okay, let's go to next.
And the next candidate is Distinguished Toastmaster Omar Farouk Malik. Technical team, please bring him from the he's here already. Okay, so quick. Now back to you, Toastmaster Abdullah.
Okay, Toastmaster Omar Farouk, welcome. And you will be having 6 minutes total time. I will repeat the question twice, and I will start with, would you like to make an opening statement or go to my questions direct?
I believe I would go with your questions, and hopefully when I'll be answering them, I'll be making my point over there as well.
Okay, question number 1. The Program Quality Director assists the education committees of the clubs, areas, and divisions of the district. How would you extend this assistance to them? I repeat, the Program Quality Director assists the education committees of the clubs, areas, and divisions of the district. How would you extend this assistance to them, to you?
Thank you very much, Distinguished Toastmaster Abdullah Sharif. Dear leaders, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. When a member joins Toastmasters, they all have their own dreams. They all have their own goals to achieve. And the role of the officers, either they are from the club they are from the area, the division, or the district, is basically to help them achieve their goals and objectives. The first thing that is the most important thing is to know the members, what they want to achieve. So the first priority would be to let the message, the reasons coming out from members that what they want, and then fulfill their goals and make their dreams into reality. At the same time, we are living in this pandemic right now, and we are not sure what will happen next. So basically, now there would be more things coming up. We do have usual roles in TMI meetings, but there would be new roles coming up. There would be more trainings, more individual activities. At the same time, the roles of various club officers, they're going to change as well. The vice president public relation, they will be much more active. Since it will be a virtual online meetings, or once we get into the physical ones, the role of the VPPR will get more energized. Instead of making the magazines, they would be more active on social media. So what I believe is that as a program quality director, my role would be to helping out the committees, not only to the DCB points, but also enhancing the quality and letting the members achieve their goals.
Okay, question 2. We know the mentorship is important to help struggled clubs. Which strategies would you put to help them? I repeat, we know the mentorship is important to help struggled clubs. Which strategies would you put to help them?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Abdullah, once again. Now, when a new club is chartered, they have a mentor and a sponsor. Now, usually a mentor and a sponsor, they take up their achievements after 6 months or 1 year. Now, I particularly feel that those mentors and sponsors, they should continue their work beyond that 6 months or 1 year term. At the same time, the clubs, they should be assigned coaches, whereas again, that is the responsibility of the club growth director. At the same time, I always believe that we all are a team. If we are having a role, we need to work as a team, achieve the success at the same time. So it would be helping out the club growth director. At the same time, the relation of the mentor and mentee, that needs to be strong. The more emphasis would be to start the star quality program for the mentors. We usually have a pool of judges. We usually have a pool of coaches. But one thing which we don't have is the pool of mentors. We don't listen the successful stories of mentees and mentors coming together. At the same time, we also don't have a parliamentarian pool. So my idea would be to have the pool of mentors and the mentors who would be willingly working out with the members. As far as the club is concerned, there would be coaches for that to be assigned by the club board director.
Okay, question number 3. As program quality director, training is important and one of your duties. Which 2 training programs are important and why? Again, as program quality director, training is important and one of your duties. Which 2 training programs are important and why?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Abdullah, once again. You know, it's always good to go back to your basics, to go back to your roots, to see where you are standing, what was the objective of this organization? What was the objective of starting a club? So the most important presentation, I believe, is the roles and responsibilities. If the club members, they are able to fulfill their roles and responsibilities as per the guidelines by the Toastmasters International, I believe we could have quality meetings. And those quality meetings could actually bring the quantity in terms of numbers as well. The other part is the pathways, or shall I say the PP. Now pathways as well as the parliamentary procedures, they both need to work out together at the same time. We are living in a world where virtual things are being used. We are living in a world where we have moved from the traditional program to the new program that is Pathways. And there are still many members who have not enrolled into Pathways. So the idea is not only to let the members enroll into Pathways, but the idea is to let them know what is their next step. We don't take a kid or a child on the stair, but we help them going across level 1, level 2, level 3. We keep helping them. And once they go to level 2, they know how to climb the stairs. So our job is not about helping them in climbing the first stair, but our job is to let them continue and be there with them. So wind it off. It would be a pathways along with the parliament.
Thank you, Toastmaster
and
Omar
those
Farouk.
responsibilities.
Time's up. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
DD Samir.
Yes, we'll proceed now with the last candidate for the program quality director. But allow me to explain something in Arabic for the translation. إخوة تحدث اللغة العربية العرب يعني. إذا أحببتم الترجمة هي في رجاء الضغط على أيقونة الكرة الأرضية في أسفل الشاشة، أو في مستخدمين الجوال يمكنك اختيار كلمة language interpretation ثم اختيار القناة الإنجليزية. بذلك ستستمعون إلى الترجمة العربية من قبل التوستماستر سالم أكيد. Now DTM Faisal is here. Okay, great. Please unmute yourself, DTM Faisal.
Sir, thank you very much.
Okay, welcome Toastmaster Faisal.
Thank you, sir.
You will be having 6 minutes, Toastmaster Faisal, and I will repeat question twice for you to be clear. And would you like to make an opening statement or direct to my questions?
I prefer to answer the questions. Thank you.
Okay, question number 1. The program Equality Director assists the education committees of the clubs, areas, and divisions of the district. How would you extend this assistance to them? I repeat, the program Quality Director assists the education committees of the clubs, areas, and divisions of the district. How would you extend this assistance to them? To you.
Thank you very much. It's a very, very valid question. I think very important that this particular subject be addressed. A lot of times we see as a program quality director, we have teams. But I think the synchrony of the team is falling on the shoulders of area directors. So what I would like to do is to establish a team which will not only work with the area directors, but also with the VP educations directly, because essentially we need to develop every single member. So I would probably try to have a team which will interact one-on-one with the area directors and with the VP educations. And possibly also if we can expand the team, we would have a window which will allow the members to give in their comments, their suggestions, and their concerns to the PQD team directly. And once having those concerns, we can redirect those things to the PQD or the quality assurance or the education team, which the PQD team would have in them. So that way we will be able to address their concerns more closely as compared to having the jurisdiction of just the area directors. I hope that answers your question.
Okay, question 2. We know the mentorship is important to help struggled clubs. Which strategies would you put to help them? I repeat, we know the mentorship is important to help struggled clubs. Which strategies would you put to help them?
Thank you, sir. Again, very valid question. And I think with the introduction of pathway system, what has happened is we have a new a module wherein when you become, for you to become a mentor, you have to get certified. I think it is essential that this particular module be introduced to all the senior members of Toastmasters, not just handpicked, but make it a more essential part of the training module and the training system itself. So that way we will develop more number of trainers, more number of certified mentors, not some simply people who want something for the heck of the point or for the heck of the title, but we will be able to push people with certified titles. And once you have a pool of certified mentors, we identify and we try to bridge the gaps by identifying who would be appropriate. I could be a good mentor, but I may not be the best fit for a certain club. So it is essential that we find the right fit for the struggling club and the mentor. In addition to this, I think it is more important that the senior members, be it an advanced communicator, DTM, or whatever it may be, they have to be actively involved in the process of uplifting the club by not merely focusing on DCP, but by focusing on the importance, on the value of the program. So that is what I think is important. I hope that answers your question, sir.
Thank you. Question 3. As Program Quality Director, training is important and one of your duties. Which two training programs are important and why? I repeat,
Excellent.
as Program Quality Director, training is important and one of your duties. Which two training programs are important and why?
First and foremost, for me, I think the most important thing is for the senior members to be equipped with what Toastmasters and the Toastmasters program has to offer. A lot of us do not know, despite being DTMs, ADs, and DDs, and whatnot, we do not know what the Toastmasters program has to offer. So one of the most important things would be to educate the senior members on knowing what Toastmasters has in it to offer. They should be trained more intensively. Because if you have these people at the top, the senior people with the quality in them, they will be able to give out better output for the other members. So this is one. The second thing, sir, is to do with what is happening in the world right now. COVID-19. We in Toastmasters have such brilliant programs. Now, I do trainings on BCP, which is Business Continuity Planning. In this, I talk about why additional skill sets are important. And I think Toastmasters has so many skill sets to offer, but we more often than not focus on contestant training and so on and so forth. I think as PQD, we need to be able to give to people something that they can utilize for their own benefit outside of Toastmasters. So there are things like facilitating discussions and basically training them with skills which they can use to grow themselves personally. That would be the two things that I would focus on.
Would you like to? Okay. Would you like to take another question or go to your closing statement?
I'd prefer to go to the closing statement, sir. That's okay. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hearing me out, and I hope that the answers that I've made have made sense to you. It's a difficult time in the world today, and I would like that we utilize the tools and platform which Toastmasters has to offer to us so we can increase our own self-development value instead of just running behind DCPs and titles and milestones. All this will come to you. Now, when you vote on Saturday, I'd like you to remember that the members have trusted you to choose the right person for you. Let it be the person who does justice to them as the members of District 79. Let it be the person who will develop them intrinsically, who will develop them towards a better self for tomorrow. Let it not be somebody because he's a friend or so on and so forth. Let the interest of members be ahead when you vote for them because your members chose you as a leader. So make the right choice for them. And I hope that that choice and me fall in line. Thank you very much. I hope that answers your question, and I hope that you see me as an appropriate candidate for the position of PQD. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sayed. Back to you, DD Samir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abdullah, and by that we end the Program Quality Director Candidates Showcase. And moving forward, let's go to the Club Growth Directors candidates. And starting with Toastmaster SK Umamaheshwara Rao. Distinguished Toastmaster SK Umamaheshwara Rao. Can you confirm, technical team, that he is in the room? Okay, so confirm. Toastmaster Conero, can you unmute your mic?
Welcome, Toastmaster Rao.
Thank you, sir.
You will be having 6 minutes, the whole period. I will give you the question and I will repeat the question to make it clear for you. Would you like to make an opening statement or go direct to questions?
Yes, I would like to have an opening statement.
Go ahead, please.
Dear leaders and fellow Toastmasters, good evening. We are living in unprecedented time, which requires unprecedented leadership, vision, and focus. And when I joined Toastmasters Club, I am fascinated with the following lines. Success in any endeavor doesn't happen by chance. Rather, it is the result of deliberate decisions, conscious efforts, and immense persistence, which directed to a specific goal. And the same philosophy I applied in many events. I would even in my Division J term, I used this philosophy like, as a team, we took deliberate decisions and conscious efforts and immense persistence in every moment, resulted distinguished division in 2018 and 19, President Distinguished Division 2018 and 19. Today, I am here to urge you all on this precedented moment. We need a unprecedented leadership, which requires to focus, to delegate, to dedicate their time. So I am ready to work as a club growth director. DTM Abdullah Al Sharif, you can proceed with the questions. I'm ready.
Question number 1. The club growth director is responsible for the development, direction, and coordination of an overall marketing plan for the district. What would be your strategy to achieve your duties? I repeat, the club growth director is responsible for the development, direction, and coordination of an overall marketing plan for the district. What would be your strategy to achieve your duties?
Yes. Again, thank you so much for the question. It's a beautiful question and it is a wonderful and I have a tagline: define, derive, and discover. First of all, what is the status of the District 79? That I am going to study it. And it is needs to improvement. Then I'm going to derive what to be done, how to be done. Then now what to be done, how to be done, that yes, marketing strategies we have to define, and teams to be recognized, and teams to be identified, and moreover, game changers to be identified in the team. And finally, I am the mediator between, or a bridge between, member and District 79 ExCom, division directors, area directors, and ExCom team. And I will discover new things which we can make District 79 as a President Distinguished District. That's my objective, sir. Yes.
Okay. Question 2. The role of CGD is challenging. What do you see is the biggest challenge? I repeat, the role of CGD is challenging. What do you see is the biggest challenge?
Yes, this pandemic situation is a challenge, but somehow District 79 overcome and surmounted. How? The virtual meetings conducting in many clubs. Now, this we have to practice it. And at the same time, once we come back to the physical meetings, we have to continue with the physical meetings. Yes, challenges are there. There is a market is not in favor of us because there are so many job losers are there. These are the things are the part and parcel of the life. Then, but we should not give up. See, Toastmasters program is a pack which is having indomitable energy, and it is having completely defined with everything, each and A to Z. And those things we have to carry with conviction and sincerity. Then these challenges may not be a challenge, sir. Thank you.
Okay, question number 3. To be a successful CGD, you need a team. How would you ensure your team will achieve your goals? I repeat, to be a successful CGD, you need a team. How would you ensure your team will achieve your goals?
Yes, as I said, we have to put our efforts and we have to have a plans. We have to design the things which is required to do immediately. Because once if I elect, I'm going to form many committees. Those committees like everything, it is club growth committee and club building committee and membership training committee. Like see, we as a District 79, we all as one team, we have to work. And we have to perform with the conviction and sincerity, because this program, what is our Toastmasters International's mission? We empower individuals to...
Okay, Toastmaster Rao, time's up. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
DG Samir.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Abdullah. And let's move to distinguished Toastmaster Anan. And her interpreter will be Toastmaster Amal Saadun. So Toastmaster Salim, you can take a break for 6 minutes. Mute your mic. Technical team, please confirm that Toastmaster Amal Saadun is appointed as interpreter.
Yes, okay, done.
Okay, Toastmaster Anan. You will
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. You will be having 6 minutes, the whole period, and I will repeat the question twice, 2 times. And would you like to make an opening statement or go direct to questions?
As you like, no problem.
What do you think? What do you prefer?
Go to the question.
Okay, first question. The Club Growth Director is responsible for the development, direction, and coordination of an overall marketing plan for the district. What would be your strategy to achieve your duties? I repeat, the Club Growth Director is responsible for the development, direction, and coordination of an overall marketing plan for the district. What would be your strategy to achieve your duties? To you.
Okay. Thank you, DTM Abdullah Sharif, for this kind question. And this strategy plan, I will take first of all my platform, which is I choose to my campaign as Corona platform through Cascade Performance Management. And my strategy will be fulfilling the mission of the district to have new clubs and support all clubs to be excellence. So this Corona stands for as I mentioned before, C for club growth, O for orientation, R for retention, O for opportunities, or N for new members, and then A for achievements. And this Cascade Performance Management helps to create more transparency and integrity by eliminating the bias and regionalism, empower members' morale by support more struggling clubs, and stay productive, aligned, motivated to achieve more goals through taking feedback and stay productive. And finally, motivate them by positive reinforcement.
Okay, question number 2. The role of CGD is challenging. What do you see is the biggest challenge? I repeat, the role of CGD is challenging. What do you see is the biggest challenge?
Okay. As you mentioned before, what is the strategy? Strategy built on how to have more clubs, that means more members. Second thing, how to keep the your members renewal their paid annually or even every 6 months. So the biggest challenge to have the pace of the district same and give it make it more. And this is strategy built on have to have more markets, more members by advertising, by having more activities like Smichi Crafts, have contacted the governmental officers, schools, sometimes any community affairs here in as community. And this is a big challenge for any club growth director to keep growth of the club's number going up, number of membership going up, payments on right time and due time, also active and well for all the clubs in whole district.
Okay, question number 3. To be a successful CGD, you need a team. How would you ensure your team will achieve your goals? I repeat, to be a successful CGD, you need a team. How would you ensure your team will achieve your goals?
Okay, again, I will return back to my strategy to have cascade performance management. That's mean we have to disseminate the process and information, improve the communication among all the leaders in the different levels of the organization. So what is our goal? We have to put it at the end, and we have to distribute it for semi-goals, assign the people who can achieve these goals directly, gradually, and sometimes need by their timeline and everything. This needs some observation from the CGD, and the other assign what you call chair of the committees to achieve that goals and compare our plan every few months. We cannot leave the things at the end of the Toastmaster year. We have to follow it monthly, every 3 months, or quarterly, or whatever, call have a year and the end of the year. So by that one, we have to be sure. Second thing, we have to assign members from all the divisions in the district. We cannot take one only from one side or to another side. So we have to have a lot of minds, a lot of ideas coming from different kind of communities, challenges. What they face in corporate clubs, different than what they face in the community clubs. Again, different from city, the Dammam city than Riyadh city, Qasim, Breda, or Aneza, or the north or the south of Saudi Arabia. So we have to take people from different communities to support us in our team. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anan. Time's up. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
DD Samir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abdullah. The next candidate is distinguished Toastmaster Sridhar, and he requested that his translator will be Toastmaster Abdullah Jurf. So, dear technical team, please appoint Toastmaster Abdullah Jurf as the interpreter and bring distinguished Toastmaster Sridhar from the breakout room.
Okay, thank you very much, DD. Okay, welcome, Toastmaster Sridhar.
Thank you.
You will be having
Am I audible?
Yes, you will be having 6 minutes, and I will repeat my questions 2 times. Would you like to make an opening statement or go direct to my questions?
I'll make an opening statement.
Go ahead, please.
Dear Toastmasters, having been a passionate Toastmaster for 23 years and seen the ups and downs of District 79 for Saudi Arabia since its inception, I see immense potential in a lot of membership growth over here. My mantra is retain, raise, and reinforce. Retain members, raise new membership to Toastmasters values and system, and reinforce club growth where it's required, and places and people who want it. Now I'm available for any questions.
Okay, question number 1. The Club Growth Director is responsible for the development, direction, and coordination of an overall marketing plan for the district. What would be your strategy to achieve your duties? I repeat, the Club Growth Director is responsible for the development, direction, and coordination of an overall marketing plan for the district. What would be your strategy to achieve your duties? To you.
Yeah, thank you. The great question. We need to first develop the strategy. First, we have to market the values of Toastmasters. We speak in Toastmasters not for Toastmasters. Toastmaster is a laboratory for practicing leadership and speaking skills. So what we have to market the Toastmasters in such a way that when we are proficient here, we are proficient outside. So that really gives an impact. And we also value the Toastmasters. So what I will do is that we draw a strategy, and I'll create a team of CGDs of areas, membership, and vice president membership, and division. And then I lay down these strategies, how to approach and develop the marketing strategy.
Okay, question number 2. The role of CGD is challenging. What do you see is the biggest challenge? I repeat, the role of CGD is challenging. What do you see is the biggest challenge?
Yeah, it is really challenging in these different terms. For example, now due to this pandemic, it's challenging. Also, there's an opportunity. Okay, there's an opportunity. Challenging is what? Because there are different scenarios. First is the community clubs, and then is the corporate club. The corporate clubs, it's a real challenge because they are not surviving in the situation. So that's the reason we need to be really empathetical and market the Toastmasters values, how it can develop, it leads to professional development in its employees and all. That we need to do it in a nice manner. So that what happens is that that's there in the mind of the CEO. We cannot rush to develop, to have the clubs. Now the community clubs, it's a great thing. So what we have to do is that the community club now during this pandemic, in fact, we can reach anywhere in the world. We can develop those and we can reach out to many people. So what happens is that we became more active during the pandemic season. So we need to make the values of the Toastmasters, how it helps people in professional development, how it helps people in their like pathways. Pathways has customized. So we can market it in that way, and then we can really challenge and build up the team, retain the membership.
Okay, question number 3. To be a successful CGD, you need a team. How would you ensure your team will achieve your goals? I repeat, to be a successful CGD, you need a team. How would you ensure your team will achieve your goals?
Yeah, we can only succeed with the team. We have to give the right direction. So what we can do is form a team and form an agenda, how to go about. For example, I'll have bi-weekly meetings of the VP memberships, the area, then list out which area needs attention, which area needs growth, which areas where there can be have more membership, and which area have more clubs. For example, there are clubs in the remote areas. There are areas where there's an opportunity. We brainstorm and meet every once in 2 weeks, and then we brainstorm and lay down the strategy and go about developing the growth of members and also retain the members and reinforce club growth in those areas.
Okay, question number 4. What are your plans to reach the district goals in membership and the club growth over the program year? I repeat, what are your plans to reach the district goals in membership and the club growth over the program year?
Yeah, my role is my grow more, and we have this can only be the team which I answered the previous question. So we have a team, and then I will literally see that we at least grow 1.25 times than what we are now, perhaps more. And with the team and the strategy, we can do a great thing.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sridhar. Your time is up. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Abdullah. And now let's call our district interpreter to come back, Toastmaster Salim Hakim. And let's call distinguished Toastmaster Cesc Valencia. Okay. DM Cesc Valencia, please unmute your mic. All set. DM Abdullah. It's yours.
Okay. Welcome to Toastmaster Sis.
Thank you.
You will be having 6 minutes, Toastmaster Sis, and I will repeat my question 2 times for you to be clear.
Yes.
Would you like to make an opening statement or go direct to my questions?
I will prefer to go directly for your question.
Okay. Question number 1. The Club Growth Director is responsible for the development, direction, and coordination of an overall marketing plan for the district. What would be your strategy to achieve your duties? I repeat, the Club Growth Director is responsible for the development, direction, and coordination of an overall marketing plan for the district. What would be your strategy to achieve your duties? To you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Abdullah Al-Sharif. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. To answer your question, what is my strategy? Yes, Club Growth Director is one of the big responsibilities in District 79 or in any district or in Toastmasters International. What are my strategies? Well, for the past 4 years that I have been in the District 79, I saw the gap between all this leadership and all the quick clubs that we have right now. So what should I do? First, I have to build a strong team, and how I will achieve that. At first, what I observe that we only have one team in Club Growth Director with different positions. This time, I will make it 2 teams, one for the expatriate and one for the Saudi, because I need to build a strong connections in our Saudi community. Yes, I have a big challenge with all these things to make it happen, but through giving them and delegating them, empowering them to get the connections to different corporates, to different communities, at least I will achieve something. In my marketing strategy, I will always, and I will put one of my strongest, that I believe it's a strongest strategy. And what is it? It's when we charter a new club, I will make sure that one of the team in my CGD team, that they will visit the club, so that they will assign the coach, they will inaugurate it, they can give all the welcoming certificates for the new members, the banner, the pins for the officers, if the district will allow me to do it. But other than that, I strongly believe that with all these strategies, I can make a difference as a CGD in our district. Not only that, I haven't proved it when I did the reviving of one of the club here in Riyadh. Yes, there is a weak club. I believe on that. But as long as I can see the percentage that this club can be revived, I will do my best to do it. This is what happened in King Fahad League of Leaders, that I did all my efforts, build the strong connections to the management to build this club. And at the end, yes, until now and this year, this club will achieve the 10 DCP points. This club now is a President Distinguished Club. Thank you, DTM.
Okay, question number 2. The role of CGD is challenging. What do you see is the biggest challenge? I repeat, the role of CGD is challenging. What do you see is the biggest challenge?
As I have said, being a CGD, it's really a big challenge. But this challenge can take into opportunity. Right now, we're having, because we are now in a virtual world, but studying all the consequences and the opportunities that we can get from this virtual world, yes, having a weak clubs is one of the big challenge. And membership renewals, membership growth, and of course, club growth. However, we have some solutions that I strongly believe that we can do it. Number 1, global community. Members enjoy and reap the benefits of Toastmasters International. And we can have a strong connections in different parts of the world to help us in membership renewals or having a new member. I'll give you an example. For the past 30 days, the district director conducted on 1 hour different panel discussions or different discussions with 20 to 35 members every night. With this, we talk to each other and I asked him, why not offer it to those members who wants to build a new club? And yes, when we discuss about it, all the members who attended continuously are so enthusiastic to convert this 1 hour discussion to a new advanced club of District 79. What I'm saying here, yes, there's a lot of challenges, but all the challenges is also a good opportunities. Yes, there is a pandemic crisis right now, but what happened? We have a good opportunity to build a new club, and this club will run before and announce before the end of June. Thank you so much, DTM.
Would you like to take another question or go to your closing statement? You have few seconds only.
I can go to closing statement.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Toastmasters community have given me trust. In every role that I perform in the district or area level, club level, or division, I excelled beyond the expectation. With that,
thank you, Toastmaster. Sis, time's up.
Thank you.
Thank you. DG Samir.
Yes, TTM Abdullah, thank you so much. And by that, we conclude the candidate showcase for the district trios. And now we'll move to the division level. And this year we have only one division that have a contestant candidates, and it's Division F. So may I call the first candidate for Division F, Toastmaster Shikar, he's here. And can you unmute your mic, Toastmaster Shikar?
Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shikar. Okay, back to you, Toastmaster Abdullah.
Okay, Toastmaster Shikar, welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You will be having 6 minutes.
Okay.
The overall time, and I will repeat my questions 2 times.
Okay.
Would you like to make an opening statement or go direct to my questions?
Right now, I'll go direct to your question.
Okay. Question number 1. Perhaps the division director role is one of the most underutilized positions in the district. Do you advocate establishing metrics of accountability and responsibility for this position? Why or why not? I repeat, perhaps the division director role is one of the most underutilized positions in the district. Do you advocate establishing metrics of accountability and responsibility for this position? Why or why not? 2.
Hey, so I can start now?
Yes.
Thank you so much, thank you so much, all dignitaries of the District 79. As Division Director, it is a position which is, it's like a celebrity. It is a face of division to the district. It is a face of division to our entire district. So yes, I will advocate establishing metric of accountability and responsibility, because it also make me perform better, which leads the division become stronger and stronger. Establishing metrics of accountability and responsibility will shape myself into more responsible, and I can do my tasks in a better way, and it will make me more committed, and it will increase my commitment to perform better. Because as I explained, it is a celebrity. So celebrity means to fit into the eyes of, into the phase, into the things of the entire division. Yes, he is the right person to do the things, and it should be accountable. It should be answerable to the each and every member, because I believe leadership is not a bossy thing. It is a responsibility which we have to face. And I strongly believe that if we work, we do our action, definitely accountability matters. We have to be accountable and responsible for our division if we are lacking it. Ultimately, as division director, if our district is losing something, division director is responsible for that. So I strongly believe that, yes, I will advocate establishing metric of accountability and responsibility, because I believe this. Because it is also a responsibility of division director to just engage whole entire team and its success of carrying the TMI core values and TMI, what TMI exactly gives, what we learn from TMI, we have to give back. So I, again, in conclusion, yes, I strongly believe that establishing metric, I advocate this one, the accountability and responsibility as division director.
Okay, question number 2. Who
Yes,
was the most influential mentor in your journey to seeking a position in district leadership and why? I repeat, who was the most influential mentor in your journey to seeking a position in district leadership and why?
Actually, by birth, I'm a leader. I started my journey when I was in grade 7. So I started doing things and leading the people, means helping the people, serving the people. I studied. But as far as Toastmasters concerned, my mentor is DTM Alex Phillips and DTM Ravi Karkera in my club. They always support me and they reinforce me to work more with power and with energy. And I will never not forget DTM Abdul Razak Turki. He was the person who used to come to our office, and DTM Nazir Ghazak always inspires me to do something. When I was in club president, DTM Sheikh Ali Sheikh, he gave me LGT award. So, but in my journey to come to the district leadership role, I strongly say that yes, DTM Alex Philip, DTM Ravi Karkera, and DTM Vasudev Warrior are my idol. Though these 3 gentlemen, they encouraged me always. When I was Area 60 director, they helped me a lot. I was in isolation of working with Jeddah car project. So I was having only 5 days to perform my area contest. So they helped me in that. Though I worked from there, but they are the one always lift me up in my journey of Toastmasters. Thanks to them from the bottom of my heart. I volunteer because of these people. I volunteer my services to District 79. Thank you so much. That is.
Would you like to take another question or go to your closing statement?
Sir, you can give me anything.
How can you encourage members to speak up to address concerns about district leadership? How can you encourage members to speak up to address concerns about district leadership?
It's a wonderful question. What our DT right now doing, establishing a forum to inviting each and every member of district, reach one and teach one-to-one person message.
Time's up, Shikar, Toastmaster Shikar. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abdullah. Let's call the second candidate of Division F. Director, candidate, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Muhammad Safiullah. Okay. Okay, back to you, Toastmaster Abdullah.
Okay, welcome Toastmaster Safiullah. You will be having 6 minutes, the whole period, and I will repeat my questions 2 times to be clear for you. Would you like to make an opening statement or go direct to my questions?
Okay, direct to your questions.
Okay, question number 1. Perhaps the division director role is one of the most underutilized positions in the district. Do you advocate establishing matrix of accountability and responsibility for this position? Why or why not? I repeat, perhaps the division director role is one of the most underutilized positions in the district. Do you advocate establishing matrix of accountability and responsibility for this position? Why or why not? To you.
Mr. Candidate Showcase Chair, district leaders, my dear council members, and the other candidates, Assalamu alaikum and good evening.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Yes, I feel that the division director position is little underutilized. We know that the presidents of the club at the same time area directors and other positions, they have a certain mechanism. And division director normally plays a coordinating role between the area and the district. But there is no specific metrics at this point of time. They have only target for becoming distinguished, select distinguished, president distinguished. They are doing their supporting role well. But if there is a certain metrics, like for example, the area director, they have minimum 2 club visits per club is made mandatory. It doesn't mean that the area director will visit only 2 times. I visited each and every meeting, but they are accountable in some way. Also, they have to submit the detailed report after each and every visit. So the detailed report is designed in such a way that it's some sort of accountability is there. So if there is, I suggest that Toastmaster International should think seriously on this particular issue to develop a matrix where the division directors can be made more accountable. And it will be, and division director will have a specific set of targets, a specific set of responsibilities, which will be covered in this matrix. Because the accountability is a must in our corporate world and whatever it is, because accountability, it ensures that everybody performs their task at their best. So I support that there must be some metrics developed to make the division directors accountable.
Okay, thank you. Question number 2. Who was the most influential mentor in your journey to seeking a position in district leadership and why? I repeat, who was the most influential mentor in your journey to seeking a position in district leadership and why?
Yeah, it's not only one. Actually, there are many mentors, official and unofficial. But I remember the day when the charter ceremony of the very first Toastmasters Club in Bangladesh, which was initiated by me, and it was chartered in 2012. I remember that chartering ceremony when DTM Michael Notaro, the then international president, was there. At the same time, the past international president or the then international director, DTM Balaraj Arunasalam, was there. During the speech of Toastmaster DTM Michael Notaro, he said, "Seize the day." He said to each and everybody present there, "Seize the day, seize the moment." So from that day, I got the inspiration from him and also from the speech of DTM Balaraj Arunasalam. And I got the inspiration. At that time, I was only CC and ALB. And I didn't also take up any district role. I performed leadership roles in the clubs. I supported many clubs, but I can say from that day onward, I consider him as the vital mentor to push me forward and serve the Toastmasters fraternity.
Would you like to take another question or go to your closing statement?
Yeah, no problem. If you can give me another question, I will try to attend. No problem.
Okay.
I'm free.
How can you encourage members to speak up to address concerns about district leadership? I repeat, how can you encourage members to speak up to address concerns about district leadership?
Yeah, of course. Actually, it's not about only speaking, because it is about the challenge you take when you take a leadership role. So some Toastmasters, they love to speak only and also take up various assignments. Many people, they are not very much interested to take the challenge, because when
Thank
you are...
Thank you, Toastmaster Safiyullah. Time's up. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes, DTM Abdullah. Now we concluded our candidate showcase. Based on the agenda, we'll give back for DTM Abdullah 3 minutes to conclude this session. DTM Abdullah, back to you.
Okay, I would like to say at the end of this session, thank you very much, Didi Samir, for giving me this opportunity to be the chair of the candidate showcase. I hope I played my role the way it could be done, and I'm sure that every one of our candidates deserve to be in his role. The District 79 deserves to have the good leaders to take it to the next level of achievements. We have seen the District 79 the past few years doing excellent with the great support of district leaders as well as district members. And I am sure District 79 will continue shining, achieving its goals, expanding to all areas, all cities, all locations that need to have clubs inside. This will not happen without support of every member in the District 79. Thank you very much again for giving me this opportunity, and see you in next event, inshallah. Didi.
Thank you, DTM Abdullah Sharif. I really express my thanks, my gratitude to the team who was behind this event, especially the technical team led by distinguished Toastmaster Muhammad Yassin and his wonderful team behind. Also, I cannot express my gratitude to Toastmaster Salim Hakim, the translator. As he was appointed, I asked him to be the translator before 15 minutes only from the event, and he accepted. And from the feedback I'm receiving that he is doing wonderfully, maybe he will think about taking it as a profession. Thank you a lot. Fellow leaders, club presidents, and PP Education, this is not the only chance for you to know the candidates, know more about them, but you have few more chances to know more. First, you can go to the website, district79.org, candidate corners, and there's an Arabic section there also, where you can read about them. You can read the biography of themselves. Second, that you can ask the teams that they are working with now or previously, where you can know more about their leadership. Third thing, know what are their achievements, what are their initiatives that they took in the past, were they successful, were they not? Know more about those candidates. As one of my friends told me, before you select your candidate, treat him like someone coming to marry your daughter. You have to ask about this gentleman before you say, yes, we do. Okay, thank you a lot. We'll take a break for 5 minutes and we'll come back for the mock elections. Mr. Timer, please start the timing now.